Hi, this is Jason Boyer with Gina Dawn Brooks 4.2. We are at my mother's house, which when she passed away in 2018 and right before Christmas, in her will, she left the house and its contents to me and my son. All other assets were to be split up between my family. Now, I just want to say that the condo that my mother owned, the mortgage was in her name, has somehow been put into I can't say their name, but let's put it this way, it's been put into my family's name. That is an asset that should have been split up. You guys, the police, before I came here, I stopped by the 4th Precinct in St. Louis County and try to get them to redeem themselves by doing the right thing. Because when they broke in and stole my mother's desk, which had all my mother's important information in it, including the will, including letters from Henry Leland to Sandy Leland about Gina Dawn Brooks, nothing was done. The police didn't do anything. So Attorney General, won't you please call this number, or FBI, please call that number. I'm trying my hardest to get us justice, and I've been told by my neighbors that they plan on getting a dumpster and throwing all my belongings away. So I hope my son Jacob Boyer is hearing this. I've asked you all to do the right thing many times. I've been to the FBI. I've been to the police hundreds of times. I've been to the Attorney General of the state of Missouri, who said he was going to do something. Nothing has been done. Remember, this information was used against me in a court of law in a custody battle over my son, which should have never been allowed. I am homeless since of March. My RV is inoperable. I cannot use it. I have nowhere to go. I just am lost for words on what to do. I'm pleading with any attorney, any news channel, any podcast, any authors, anybody. Please, I need your assistance. I cannot fight this by myself any longer. I've been begging and pleading for help since 1989. Now, this house was bought when I was in the Army by my mom and my dad. My mom's name is Linda Ross. My father's name is Charlie Ross. My dad was a big car enthusiast, and I'm walking toward the backyard right now, and once I get back there, hold on, Fluffy, where that carport is, if everybody has been paying attention, my uncle Henry Leland owned a Nomad, and it was used during Gina Dawn Brooks' kidnapping, abduction, whatever you want to call it, and other crimes committed by the goons. Now, he parked this Nomad here at this house a couple times, that Nomad, and it was parked next to my dad's Nova. He had a 70s Pro Street Nova, and it was parked right next to it. So I'm asking anybody for any help. I greatly appreciate it. This is wrong. As you can tell, they installed cameras like they don't trust me. I don't break in people's homes. I don't break into people's homes, period. The police have allowed them to break in my home. The police have allowed my son's mother and his grandpa to break in my home with no consequences. None whatsoever. My aunt has no consequences for breaking and entering and stealing my mother's will and stealing the evidence over Gina Dawn Brooks to protect her sister. And I'll remind you, she was at court that day when my other aunt, Sandy, took the plea deal. This is by far wrong. And we all deserve justice. If there's anybody that can buy a home, I greatly appreciate it. Buy this home. Give me a call. We can work something out. Because what they have done is broken the law tenfold. I'm hoping my family gets it through their skulls that what they're doing is wrong. They should be standing by our side, fighting for what's right. Fighting for our justice. Fighting for so many kids over the years that's been harmed. It says, do not enter. Call this number. I don't know whose number this is. But it's 314-939-7656. I've reached out to the police many times over this. FBI, Attorney General. But this is one of the sites that the Nomad was parked at. I do know that there was kids harmed in the garage of this home. I do know that for a fact. My neighbors all know. Some of my neighbors even saw the police let people break in my home and steal items. The police told me when I stopped by today that my weapon is not considered stolen because it's being kept in safekeeping. Well, no one ever asked me to surrender my rifle. No one ever asked me to surrender my rifle to a friend or a relative. That is theft, upon definition. No one asked me anything. You guys stole my dog, for God's sake. That's the only thing I've gotten back. You guys given me 2 or 3 minutes to get in the house and get stuff. That's it. And I haven't been able to step foot in since. I got 2 outfits. Really, that's all I got. It is what it is. I will not give up. Our justice is overdue. We all deserve it. And there's so many cases that need justice that probably can be connected to this case. They really need to look into all the properties my aunt and uncle lived in. They need to. Especially the one in Antonio and the one in St. Genevieve. They need to look into the property my mom and dad owned and a different address in South County. Like I said, it doesn't just start down there, it starts up here. My stepsisters, Cheryl, I'm sure you remember this. This was in 1989 as well. My Uncle Henry borrowed my dad's Red Willie's Jeep. Well, Red Willie's, it is a granddaddy of the Jeep. Red Willie's station wagon. And when he went to come back from pick it up, he came back to the house and had tons of cops' cars after him, a police chopper flying over the house. My stepsister Cheryl was there, and I remember they had guns drawn on my dad, asking him about where's the girl. My dad didn't know anything about what they were talking about. He kept on telling him that his daughter's in the house. Well, she was in the house, and after the cops left, my dad's exact words was, Henry just got done borrowing the Red Willie's station wagon. So I'm telling you, this all adds up. It all connects. It's all evidence. There's not knowing. I don't know what they've taken out of this house. They probably could have found other evidence and took it out of this house. I'm begging my family to do the right thing. I'm begging you to do the right thing. You know what has happened is wrong. I defended you all from Henry Leland and Sandy Leland. This is not how you treat a victim, a survivor, and a veteran. So I'm asking for any help, whether it's a lawyer, law enforcement agent, FBI agent, Attorney General of the state of Missouri, Attorney General of the United States. Please come down here and do something. Because this is not what I serve for. I serve for our freedom and justice. And what has happened is not it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate everybody continuing to watch. I will continue to go to every site. If I have to go to every house, I will. This is beyond ridiculous. No victim, no survivor, no veteran should be homeless over this. Fighting for justice. 4th Precinct, you said you had no clue what I was talking about. Yes, you do. Trust me, you do. I have tons of witnesses, neighbors that saw you guys allow people to break in this home. It's just shameful and sickening to my stomach. Stay in the fight for what's right. Soldier on.